Am I the asshole for rejecting my dad's new wife, aka my ex-best friend? Hell no. How old are you? The events unfolded in 2018 when I, 37 female, was struggling with my longtime friendship with Betty, 48 female. Our relationship involved a period of years of co-counseling, which matters in context to this story. She was extremely possessive of our friendship and would get mad at me anytime that I was spending more time with my new boyfriend than her. She also would share my business with people despite multiple conversations about not talking about me with others, and would not respect my boundaries around topics I did not want to be part of knowing anything about. I was frantically figuring out how to extricate myself from this relationship when my dad, 61 male, and her hooked up and started dating. They knew each other from community circles my family is in. I was irate, as you can imagine, and after a few months of trying to figure it out, what the fuck, I told her and my dad in a long email that I no longer wanted to be friends with her in any capacity or otherwise speak again. My dad told me she felt betrayed and was so heartbroken and they both want reconciliation. In my mind, this is a severe betrayal. I want nothing to do with either one of them, but I love my dad and we had a very strong relationship up until this point. I am also one of many children in a big extended family that I treasure. I tried 2 years with my dad to find acknowledgement and accommodations for this betrayal, but he always defends her and their relationship. I secretly just hoped it would end of its own destruction, but now they are married. At this point, Betty is at almost every family function. My dad doesn't even bother to tell me if she's coming or ask my permission for her to come to my house. I finally lost it when he added her to my family group text thread. Can I have one single place where she doesn't exist for me? If I'm cordial at a gathering, he says things like, "It's so wonderful to see things between you two softening." Barf, I'm not softening, I'm just not an asshole. I restated my boundaries with my father and my siblings, stating that I need consent for her invitation to my house, not add her to my text, and to also give me a heads up if she's going to be at a family event, and stop pushing reconciliation on me. Now my dad is upset. He doesn't understand why I can't just find healing, and the whole family Christmas is likely ruined because I put my foot down around my boundaries. So, am I the asshole? And then she also put bonus. How would you handle this cray cray situation knowing you want to keep your family you love in your life? I don't think that you are the asshole, OP. I think that you're doing fine with what you're doing and setting boundaries and everything. I still think that you can have your dad in your life as long as you have these boundaries in place and as long as you reinstate it to your siblings and everybody like this in a group thread or whatever that you don't want this lady at your house. I just think that it's so weird that you were about to stop being her friend and then she became your daddy lap partner. Crazy. Let's read some of the comments. The only thing that I would add is in boundary one is that I would call the cops and have her trespass and press charges. I know this is extreme, but I also come from a family who don't respect boundaries unless I have significant consequences in place. I would send this in an email and make sure everyone in the family receives it, so there is no second guessing and negotiating. Another comment said, hot take, she was so jealous and possessive of OP that she married OP's father, not the asshole. All in all, OP, I think that if you want to keep him in your life, you are just going to have to deal with her. Maybe she doesn't have to be at your house, but I don't think that they're going to continue to follow the rule that like anytime she's at family functions, they're going to give you a heads up. I guess you're just going to have to suck it up. But if you're not okay with that, you're just going to have to cut both of them off. I don't know any other way around it.